And welcome back to Two Wheels. What a chaotic Catalunya Grand Prix it really was, with injuries potentially for Marquez and Mr. Zohan, and penalties aplenty as well. And VR46, a winner again. Well done, Fabio. But before we get into that, I want to talk about at turn 10, Marquez and his absolutely massive crash. Here is the most recent update from Gresini Racing. They think it's going to be a C7 marginal fracture. As you can see here, further evaluation clearly is going to be completed, and also potentially a right clavicle fracture, and it's going to be stabilised apparently with a plate. These are all new, fresh information as of what, 5:30 on the 17th of May. So he has undergone, they believe it, I think he's undergone surgery, and everyone is wishing Marquez the best possible. Here we go. So, Alex Marquez, physical conditions update. Marginal fracture of the C7. Further evaluation will be completed next week. A right clavicle fracture. It will be stabilised with a plate. He will undergo surgery today by the team at the Hotel General de Catalunya. So, yeah, C7 and then the marginal clavicle fracture there. I mean, to be fair, the fact that he was conscious, and what I would like to say, one good thing that MotoGP does a lot better than F1, straight away, very quickly, after a big crash, within a minute or two, there's an update saying they're conscious. Formula One does not do that. So well done, MotoGP. But that's not the only one. We also have a quick update from Johan Zarco. And it says here, someone's posting that Lucio confirms that he's been able to speak to Johan, and at the moment he has a pain in his leg and left knee. Yeah, obviously, after you see what happened, he went down at turn 1 on the restart after Marquez's crash, and well, he got caught on I think it was one of the Ducatis, and it just looked awful as he was tossed and turned like a washing machine, going round and round. Goodness me, if that's all he's got, it's going to be amazing. Fortunately, he shows no head trauma nor any pain in the upper body, which looked like potential. I mean, you know, he could have had a broken neck or spine. He's been taken again to the same place that Alex Marquez has been taken to. And here's the Catalunya GP winner, Fabio di Guanantonio. Absolutely well done to him. Here was Fabio Guanantonio. Autosport posted this, and I thought it was quite interesting. So Fabio Giantonio was able to clinch the win despite being hit by one of Marquez's stray wheels during the race. Rossi checked on him while celebrating, and Digia couldn't even lift the trophy with his left hand. I mean, this, you know, I'm not going to show the Marquez crash, but this, I mean, was some of the stuff coming off and hitting his hand and stuff. Yeah, he was really struggling, so all for it. These are the full results then. Fabio winning, Johan Mir in second, Aldeguer in third, Francesco Bagnaia in fourth, Bezzecchi. Who thought he was going to be extending his world championship again after this? I mean, the form that Jorge Martin's in, we'll get into that in a second. Marini 7th, Binder 8th, Ogura in 9th. 10th was Diego Moreira. Yeah, Ogura didn't finish on the track 9th, though, did he? He got a penalty. We'll get into that as well. Alex Rins 11th, Morbidelli 12th, Maverick Top Gun 13th, Jack Miller 14th, Toprak 15th, Fernandez 16th, also Augusto Fernandez 17th, a good day out. Last for the Fernandez. I wouldn't say a good day out particularly, but there we go. Better than some people because they didn't crash. So out. Well, Jorge Martin pretty much just about classified. Pedro Acosta out thanks to Ogura. Who else is out? Well, Alex Marquez, obviously. Bastianini and Johan Zarco. It was an absolute mess. And Johan Mir receives a 16-second penalty due to low tyre pressure. So he's, I mean, I know the places have got him further up, if I'm honest, but where did he finish? Yeah, let's be fair, he ain't finishing second, is he, after that? So, and Rolf Fernandez kicks out Jorge Martin. Now, this is the Fernandez-Jorge Martin thing that pretty much, stopped Martin really from potentially taking the lead in the MotoGP World Championship. And it was an absolute exclamation mark. today, I mean, it says here, someone's posted, and I kind of agree. It must be said that already yesterday there was a rather embarrassing incident for Aprilia, but everything had gone smoothly. Today, Raul went overboard. Let's remember that he's part of an influential family in MotoGP because others in his place have been kicked out after a year, given the poor results. Unbelievable what happened to Martin this weekend. Yeah, here we go. I mean, he just... 3-1 doesn't necessarily go. But when you look at this, he's nowhere. I mean, does he have any right to the corner at all? Here we go. This was it. So as you can see here, Fernandez is there. Martin is there. And he is, I mean, as you can see, he's not coming from too far back. But there. And I can't help but feel it's not even 3-1 at this point. Martin is giving him the space. And he does go wide. Look here. Yeah, and that's, you know, they do hit each other, and he does go wide. And I struggle because you've given the Acosta thing and Ogura a penalty, but you don't give this a penalty. And I think it's basically the same thing. So I'm really shocked why Fernandez was not given a penalty. And I completely understand why Martin was angry, but angry he was. I mean, check this out. And I think this is going absolutely overboard. He comes in, look, it's like he pushes, you know, look at that. I mean, no. Now, I mean, that's not on at all. That is absolutely not on all, or not at all. Sparks are flying in the Aprilia garage, it says. Yeah, they absolutely are. But that push, no. Now, some of you are going to turn around and go, oh no, it's motorsport. The adrenaline's absolutely pumping. Yes, I get it. I absolutely do. But you have people in the emergency service, people in very stressful jobs, very stressful times at jobs, maybe even more stressful than that in our everyday lives, and we don't do it. We're not expected to do it at work, so why is he? And I completely agree. I'm not saying some kind of penalty, but absolutely shame on him. He did apologise. Disappointed. He said he's disappointed with himself and apologised to the team and Paolo. He said, I pushed him because I was frustrated about the situation. I will improve. Disappointed about my reaction, but I was really hot about what happened. There's no but. But yeah, he's disappointed, but you can't turn that into an excuse after, you know, after what you did. Not good at all. This was what he said after.
No has podido acabar hoy esa última carrera. Se te ha visto enfadadísimo por la acción de.
I don't know if you can hear it. Can you hear it?
¿Qué tienes que decir?
Bueno, hoy creo que mi historia es completamente secundaria. Hoy lo importante es que tanto Alex como
okay, maybe not then. So,
están vivos. O sea,
but he's basically saying that he's sorry. He's kind of saying that he's sorry. If I'm honest, yeah. Was it? It's frustrating though, isn't it? It really is frustrating. Was it enough? I can't help but thinking I don't know whether it was or not. Do you think it was enough? Comment below. Let us know. So moving on from that, we obviously had Fabio coming out and saying that they're basically super lucky to win the MotoGP race. And yeah, I think in a way they were, but as I've always said, you've got to be in there to win it. And absolutely well done to him. He did fabulously, didn't he?
Pieces going around, a lot of pieces also already catching us on the straight for the big impact, and so I just tried to, honestly, I didn't really.
You can notice that something's obviously happened to his hand there as well, because it's kind of like bound up after I think the Alex Marquez incident.
React well because I just tried to hide myself behind the fading, and you know I was scared, and that's it. And then when I saw big pieces, black pieces going around, I continued to hide myself, but it was not enough.
I mean, that must be... He did get hit in the end, didn't he? Well, I'm not going to show it, but he got hit, came off his bike, and it must have been absolutely scary.
For sure, and then I got hit by something. They said to me that it was a tire or something.
Oh.
But yeah, as I said, I don't really know how to reply to these things, and we've just been super lucky.
Yeah, and I think, super lucky he was, but as I said, you've got to be in it to win it. Now, before we go, I don't really want to do a winners and losers with all the penalties and everything that happened. The biggest winners are today that everyone's still alive, let's be honest. So what I'm going to do, we're going to look at the Ogura Pedro Acosta incident. And this is the incident where obviously a 3-second penalty basically took him way out of the top 5. And here we go. So Ogura's coming there. And this is very similar to the Martin incident. Fernandez, he comes on the inside. Is it a desperate move? Yeah, it is, because, you know, he kind of like just shoves his way in. And, yeah, I mean, at this point, they hit. He shoves his way in. And to be fair, up until this point, I don't think Acosta would have seen. I don't think up until this point, I don't think Acosta really sees him coming. But Cummy does, and he's like, "Get out of the way!" And then obviously, Acosta just completely loses it off. Not good at all. I completely understand why Ogura got the penalty. It's such a shame because he came from so far back. This guy's got so much promise. Pedro Acosta, it really sucks for him. He just can't look after those tyres, can he? One more time. Now he comes. And I don't think, Pedro Acosta, I don't think he even knows he's there. He's just like, I'm turning into the last corner. Hello, who are you? Kadush. Yeah, bad stuff. Completely deserved that penalty. But well done to Fabio di Gran Antonio. Fantastic stuff. We'll speak to you soon. But if you did make it to the end, please consider giving us a subscribe. We talk about things on two wheels, such as Moto GP. Hopefully we'll have on Monday an update on Marquez and Zohan. Johnny Zarco. So I don't know why I said Zohan. But until then, we'll speak to you soon. Fingers crossed. All the best for Marquez and Zarco. Our thoughts very much are with you. And we'll speak to you soon. Thank you very much.